So imagine you're in Nazareth and the Lord Jesus Christ visits your synagogue, and he does another wonderful miracle. He casts out demons, and he gives sight to the blind, and he proclaims that he is the Son of God, and he quotes from Elisha and Elijah. He has all the markings of being the Son of God, and you're sitting there watching him, and you're saying, "I wonder who this guy is. Isn't he just the son of Joseph, the carpenter? Don't we know this guy? He grew up in our town here. Why do we need to believe this guy and his claims that he is who he thinks he is?" And the Lord tells you, as you're telling him all this, he tells you a prophet is never accepted in his own town, in his own people, by his own people. That never happens. So the next thing they try to do with him is to take him up on a cliff, and imagine you're one of those people that's taking him up on a cliff to throw him over the edge, to kill him. Okay, that's the kind of mentality the people of Nazareth had at the time when they saw Jesus. But he managed to get away from them. He managed to just walk through the crowd and go on his own business, So what does that tell you? It tells you that in our day and age, there will be people who have special gifts. They've been endowed by the Lord. Either they can prophesy, or they can heal, or they can cast out demons, or they can change the weather even. But the people within their circle will tell them that they're crazy, they're missing a screw, that their elevator is not going all the way to the top floor, that they're just trying to get attention for themselves. They're trying to be blowhards. They're trying to be something that they're not. These are ordinary folks that the Lord has blessed with talents, special gifts and talents, and he has told us not to bury your talents, not to bury your light under a bushel, right? How you doing there, puppy? And I got a dog. The next door neighbor's dog is here, and he's not barking for her first time. So anyway, he's a really nice... Oop! There he goes. I spoke too soon. So the thing is, the Lord has forewarned us of times like these, and we are in the latter days where nobody wants to hear anything. It's like nobody cares to know the truth. Nobody cares about miracles anymore. Like if somebody says to you, "You know what? I heard your son is sick, and I've been blessed with a gift of healing, I don't like to blow my own horn, but I have the gift of healing." You would probably tell him to go take a hike and leave you alone. And you'll tell him something like, "Well, you know what? I've spread the word out to the community, my church, and they'll pray for my son, and they'll somehow help him heal." Yeah. Right? Now, The other thing I want to discuss very briefly here is the plan that is laid out by Israel, supposedly, Israel, the chosen people, the Jews. The plan that's laid out for the Palestinians, okay, they are trying their very, very best to exact famine, suffering, hardship on the Palestinians, death, untold death, so that the Palestinians get the message that they need to move on to other parts of the world, and that other countries might welcome them in with open arms, so that there be no more Palestinians in that part of the world. That's the plan. Okay, that's the plan. So they're doing everything they can to create that kind of destruction, and that's genocide. That's plain old genocide, okay? And as I've said before, the Zionists are going to get their upcomings, and the Lord is not going to spare them. This is going to be Ezekiel 38 and Ezekiel 39. Make sure you read Ezekiel 39, because that's when the Lord appears the second time to the whole world. And that's when the Jews find out once and for all that he is who he says he is, okay? That's the plan. It's the final showdown. So he will let nations, the whole world, go up against Israel. The the synagogue of Satan, let's call it. Even if they are the true Jews, I mean, if they are the real Jews, what's going in Israel right now is unspeakable. I mean, you have the epicenter of the LGBTQ in Tel Aviv. You have organ harvesting. You have, I can go on and on and on. It never ends. The point is, if you read Lamentations, go and read Lamentations and you'll see. The Lord has wiped off Israel off the map before. He's done it, and he's going to do it again until he comes back the second time, so that the whole world will see his glory, and the Jews will finally realize that they made a mistake. Bye for now.